Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Little Friends. It's me Skibitth and wish you a warm and beautiful and warm and very beautiful welcome. Hey guys, today you are going to see few more things, two more intersections, at least some detailing over some roads and of course in the intersections. And also you are going to see it's called Jardin de la Porte de l'Arsenal. No, it's Jardin du Port de l'Arsenal. Okay, if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm very bad at French. I mean, you can imagine. Otherwise, this series would have been in French. But nevertheless, I'm doing my very best, and I'm trying to again inspire from Paris, and I was going to do, well, something that is slightly close to what we have or what is in Paris around Jardin du Port de l'Arsenal. I'm trying to do something very similar to that little port. Well, it's actually it's not that little, it's quite big. A port, well, where you can reach out on Seine, going through some bridges and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. At least if you go on the ground level and do so, it's pretty cool. But we will get there, Meanwhile, we started with this intersection, and if you see that crossing on diagonal, trust me, that's how the people are crossing, because that's how the road make automatically the crossings in an angle. And later on I will be changing it. I've changed it actually during my last live stream, and it's perfectly perpendicular on the road, so it's okay. Also, I've done a trick by lowering all these crossings and lines that you saw there. I lower them with procedure object, because I'm using procedure object to plop them down, and I'm lowering them just a little bit until they get a little bit fade away, and this way we can be even hiding them under the pedestrian side. But again, it's something that I just discovered after I saw it some time ago on Verompositor's channel. He made a tutorial about that, but it's the first time when I tried with procedure objects and it's working. And the good thing is that you can go with the crossing perfectly this way. You saw me earlier creating the shape of this little port area, which will be shrinked later on off camera and then changed. I changed all the keys. The first keys that I've been using, they were just for the, let's say, for me to take measurements and what I need. So it is something like that. After that, off camera, I've changed all of them with some keys made by Avania, which are way much better and they look pretty cool. And now I'm continuing adding the stairs, and I'm going to add some more procedural objects, textures made by me. They can be found on my Patreon channel if you go there, and if you are a Patreon, of course. If you're not a patron, then you cannot take them, but it is there, so those who can and want to use them can use them pretty easily by just checking my Patreon account and just download them. Easy steps. So I've creating all these fake keys and also walls and stairs and whatnot, and later on I added some invisible pedestrian pathways, so people can really go down there and do some stuff. I'm also adding some new buildings there near this area, and you know what? I think it's better just to show you so you can understand what I'm talking about. Last video, well actually not last video, it was a cinematic video, but in episode number 5 I created this area, these big junctions, well there are lots of intersection junctions and 2 bridges. And today I was telling you guys, and you also voted to go with this port area. We have this port area here, so I'm going to listen to you guys. I've created it, and also we did these little ships here. Only this side of the from Paris. This side it's invented, it's different looking and whatnot, but I did it. And I like the fact that, if you can see it here, I like the fact that there are combinations between, I want to say modern, but some of them look bad, but let's say more modern ones combined with some, even this one is modern with these old one, good looking buildings with old architectures and whatnot. There are lots of these kind of combinations, and I kind of like it. More or less, I prefer only the old architecture one, but it is what it is. But I truly like this. So I created this area and this Jardin du Port de l'Arsenal. Maybe in the next one we can go for Place de la Bastille, or maybe we can take inspiration from another city. Because I've seen some of you guys commenting and letting me know that I should watch and look through and in other cities as well. Getting back in the city now, where I was building the little residential area. I'm using some new buildings made by Darf, made by few other guys. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names right now. But I'm trying to figure it out how to make them even taller and whatnot. And the previous building, I just plop it down, the first part, and the second one I just turn it into procedure object so I can make it taller. So the first part is actually functioning, and the second one, well, it's not because it's procedure object, but it made the building look taller, which is cool and good. Here it's a recording, let's say after, before, actually not after, before I changed the entire key area in the port there. So I plopped the entire videos, all the cinematics and time lapses. I created them a little bit crazier this time because I wanted to show you, let's say in the meantime, what I've been doing and how I've changed them. But this is an area right there on the bridge intersection, which I wanted to go with something else. I've seen there are some buildings, but I wanted to do something else that it is in Paris. Also buildings, but I don't know, an office building or a maintenance building or God knows what. And of course I'm adding these beautiful billboards with me there and some stuff from Arndorf, because why not? Arndorf is everywhere, guys. You should definitely go and check out that series, my other series called Arndorf, if you haven't already. It's a tell story series from perspective, from Johann's perspective, who grew up there and became the mayor of the city. And now that I was talking about Arndorf, for those who are anxious to see a new episode, hold your horses. Hopefully very soon I will be able to create a new episode. Plus I'm also working on a new series. I've been showing some insights from what I'm doing or from the new series on my Patreon account as well. So who is there and following me, or who is a patron, can see what I'm talking about and knows what I'm doing in the future. Getting back here, don't go crazy if you see me copying too many things or inspiring a lot from Paris, because it's not going to be only Paris. There will be other cities as well, but I'm doing my very best to just take inspiration from France. That's the main idea, take inspiration from France. Yeah, I know Paris is the main one, but I'll try my very best to combine Paris with something else. Up until now, I just did Paris or builds out of my imagination and nothing else. I will have a look at Rouen, Strasbourg, and maybe even, how is it called, Bordeaux, Rennes or Lyon. We shall see. I don't want to promise anything else, but we shall see. I want to talk about this intersection. I will jump now from what I was saying to what you guys can see right now. I've done this intersection and then I figured out, hey, why do cars coming from the parking area cut the entire intersection here when they should not, maybe? And to make the traffic flow a little bit better, I totally forbid cars coming from the parking area to cross the intersection and go to the main boulevard. So I'm been using these continuing lines here and adding another continuing line on the other side, so only cars coming from, well, from the right side can turn left there and go into the parking area, not the others ones. So it is pretty interesting. I haven't seen it anywhere. I mean, this type of intersection you might see in other cities, but I haven't copied from Paris or something. But I'm totally satisfied. You are going to see me doing lots of intersections from Paris, and not only. I got the taste of doing intersections again, like I had in the past. I was in love, and I'm still in love with the intersections, the roundabouts. I don't want to talk about roundabouts, I love them at all. And you are going to see me doing lots of these, and also you are going to see some cinematic videos from time to time with traffic flowing in the city, because you guys left some really nice feedback on the last video with the traffic flow in intersections. And you're also about to see at a point a bus route tour in the city and a tram tour in the city as well, but that's a little bit later when we will have the city a little bit bigger. Now get back to the port area. Here I'm adding some new details. I was telling you about those new textures added with procedural objects. I was looking for some old stones on the on internet, and I downloaded them and I made it custom looking and added them here. They'll fit pretty well with the stairs and also with these balustrades or retaining walls or barriers, or how you wanna call them, made for Monaco. They are pretty cool, and I'm using again the procedural object to avoid the big count, the big number of props using in this series, because it's quite big already, 10k, which was reached in the first 2 episodes. And then I said, oh my god, I should go with more procedural objects. So lots of procedural objects, plus I get the say the possibility to rotate them as I please and make them look cool. This is a bridge, a pedestrian bridge that's also in the port in Paris, over the water here, allowing people to cross it. For this moment it's not totally functional because on the other side there is nothing, but I will do it on the other side too. I'm adding lots of boats here. I will add some events generators here near the water side, so I can bring people here. At a point you'll see lots and lots of people coming, taking the stairs and coming here, just spending their time or whatever, and it's pretty damn cool. The only thing that is not that cool is the fact that the boats are not working. It's just for the looks. And the other thing that is not nice is that the invisible pathways, well, I haven't managed to add them properly. And at a point I was like, okay, it doesn't really matter at that moment. So you might see people sunking into the into the pathways, or cutting their heads into the stairs, or God knows what. But you know what? People here love these kind of things, these crazy things. They love it. So I left them do what they please. So I'm a good mayor. You know what? I'm a very good mayor. They love me. I'm adding also some little commercial buildings, some restaurants or bars or pubs or whatever you want to call them. Lots of trees. Actually, in Paris, there on the port side, I saw that even cars go down there. I was about to do a sunken, or not a sunken, a tunnel or a road leading them down, but I just changed my mind in the last minute. I said no cars allowed down there. Now moving just about up there near the port side, I want to do another intersection, an area between the buildings that I plopped earlier and the buildings that I plopped during my live stream. So you guys should check out my live streams every Friday night. I'm streaming on my channel and enjoying time with you guys, building together, laughing and listening for some good music, relaxing with a nice lemonade. You should come every single Friday. So this area was built during the live stream, but now I'm just doing the detailing now because I didn't get a chance to do it during the stream. Plus I wanted to record it so you guys can see it. This is not in Paris. It's just something out of my crazy imagination or sick imagination. Call it whatever you want, I don't care. I love doing intersection and detailing it. So guys, you can hope you guys can really find some inspiration in all these type of builds and intersections. I love the fact that you guys find super useful and you like all the pictures that I post on my Twitter, Discord and Facebook account. Oh, and especially on Instagram. We are raising the number pretty quickly. Later we reached 1k followers on Twitter, 600 plus on Facebook, 700 plus on Instagram. I love it. You guys are awesome and I love the fact that you encourage me to do more, to want to do more and to post more for you guys. And yes, all the pictures that I post, they are filterless, free. I don't do any filters. It's just me finding the perfect lighting in the game, which is not always the same when I record the time lapses. It's a bit brighter when I do the recordings, time lapses and whatnot. But for cinematics, I changed it to the perfect lighting and colors, because you all you have to do is to play with ultimate candy, of course using Relight with some good settings, a nice map theme, and again ultimate candy, play with the lighting from different type of moments of the day, hours of the day. Use the fog. I discovered the fog from Daylight Classic is amazing. If you use the fog from Daylight Classic and you wanna make the game almost rain, you get a nice fog in the background there and you give a more realistic vibe to the city and to everything. So I'm taking the pictures when it's very foggy, plus I'm using the post-process FX mode also to highlight the shadows and create again a more realistic and a nice vibe for my pictures. Well guys, we are getting very close to the end of this episode. The cinematics will hitch up very soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. I would mostly appreciate. Leave comments, ideas and thoughts and everything you want, guys. Subscribe if you are new here, and we'll guys take inspiration, leave inspiration for me, ideas. Much love to all of you guys. Until the next one, wish you all the best and I salute you.
Bye.